The opening of the Mike O'Mara Show is brought to you by Vistaprint.com. If you own a business and you know the importance of networking and professional quality business cards, do what millions of business owners do and what we all did, use Vistaprint.com. Vistaprint has thousands of designs online and you can upload your own artwork. Yeah. Vistaprint now has an improved card with heavier stock and no price increase. Right now, you can get 250 of these cards. Right now.
Thank you.
And free shipping for just $10. 250 cards for $10. Wow. That's half the regular price. But you have to enter the code TMOS in the search bar in the upper right-hand corner. Check out their whole line of printed products again for half off those premium business cards and free shipping. Enter the code TMOS at Vistaprint.com.
Thank you, Mike O'Mara.
You're welcome, Rob.
And welcome to the Mike O'Mara Show. Today, a brand new feature on the podcast. It is the Parade of Presidents.
I love a parade.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
FDR.
Yeah.
Hello, Rob.
Oh, you're here.
He's alive.
I'm a fan of yours, and so is my little dog, Bala.
How about your hot box wife?
My box wife, Eleanor, is urging everyone to vote
Yes.
early and vote often.
Oh, there he
So
goes.
long, farewell.
Bye.
Bye, FDR.
He's always been my favorite sitting president. Hello.
Not
Hey, Rob.
funny, Rob.
I promised to send a man to the moon
Oh,
in this decade
John F. Kennedy.
and forever.
JFK.
Yes.
I'm here to say exercise your right to vote.
Yes.
Get out there
Uh-huh.
and exercise your right to vote, Rob Spiewak.
I will. and I
Oscar
did.
Santana, Buzz Burbank,
Thank
Mark
you,
Ronick, everybody that's in the room here.
Hey, how's your box wife?
Oh, I don't worry about my box wife. I worry about Marilyn Monroe's box.
Before you
Hello
go,
there.
what
Yes.
did it smell like?
Oh, hers?
Yes.
Like sweet nectar.
I knew it.
Take care, Oscar.
I
Bye-bye.
knew it.
Yeah, you are in the middle of a brand new bit. I'm sorry, a feature.
What's this called?
The Parade of
I
Presidents.
love that.
How are you? I just want to say to Rob and Oscar and everybody else, I will not seek
Oh,
and I will not accept
LBJ.
yes.
your nomination for President of the United States because I'm dead.
That's right.
Lyndon Baines
Lyndon
Johnson.
Baines. Hey, how is
They're all my helicopters, son.
how about how's Linda Bird and Lucy Bird?
Linda
Lady
Bird.
All your birds.
Chuck Robb.
Yeah. Oh,
Chuck
great
Robb.
guy.
Here, I found an interesting thing that I want to share with you.
Why are you pointing?
That his last name, that became Linda Bird's last name,
Right.
Chuck Robb,
Right.
is matches up with your first name.
That's the reason I spell my name with two B's.
Two B's.
And incidentally, I called the Hager Company, and I want to make sure that they give me. Yes, Buzz.
I want to know. You often did interviews from the bathroom. I wonder, are you calling us from the bathroom?
I happen to be just outside, but I'm not on the commode currently.
I see. Well, call us when you are.
I have to make a call to the Hager Company,
Yes.
so that they can give me more room in my ball sack.
Yes.
Oh, dear.
He hates
Thank
it when
you.
he gets up in his
Well,
bunghole.
At least it wasn't the bathroom.
Oh, and the Parade of Presidents continues.
Oh.
My God, I'm here.
Tricky Dick.
RMN.
I am not a crook.
Richard Milhouse Nixon.
I will resign your show effective after this interview.
Yes,
Hey,
just as well.
have you shaved?
I have a 5 o'clock shadow.
All the
Just
time.
dark.
Have you
I
washed
love-
your face?
I love Whittier, California. Hello, yes, Oscar.
You look oily.
I am oily. I'm sweating on my upper lip.
Hey, what was it like meeting Elvis?
It's not important now. I just want to tell you I'm calling the Hager Company.
Oh.
I need more room in my ball sack.
There's a lot of that going
Running
around.
theme.
We are doing a brand new feature, the Parade.
Parade
Of Presidents.
Of presidents.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's Gerald Ford.
Someone
I've fallen down the stairs.
Hasn't gotten any
I'm
less
falling.
clumsy.
I've fallen and I can't get up, and that's a fairly steep feat. I'm dead.
We'll pardon,
Gerald R. Ford.
I remember your funeral.
we'll pardon,
I remember your funeral.
My funeral was spectacular.
Hey, how's your hot box wife and her drinking problem?
Betty is upstairs
I'll bet.
drinking Irish whiskey.
Wow, have you
Aw.
been... This is funny.
Relapse.
Let me see if she's there.
Oh.
Hello, darling. Whoa.
Oh, no.
Oh, he
Oh,
fell
dear,
down
I've
again.
fallen.
Such a
man,
clumsy little
I want to
president.
say screw Chevy Chase.
Yeah, I agree.
Goodbye.
Of course you are.
We're in the middle of a brand new feature on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Parade of Presidents?
The Parade of Presidents, and here's another one right now.
How are you, Rob?
Oh, Jimmy
What a
Carter.
great day it is. Great day for the Mike O'Mara Show.
Hey, you're still alive.
I'm still alive, and I'm happy to be going
You're
down
the first
to
living president to come by today.
Habitat for Humanity, and it's great here, but we're all on the telephone. I don't know why.
I do.
Maybe it's easier that way.
You
It's
just
easier to be on one microphone,
It's kind
Rob.
of a
Don't want to hop
conference
from
call.
one to the other. This is a goddamn difficult bit to start with.
I haven't had a chance to express my condolences since the passing of Brother Billy.
Bad. Billy was a good man, but unfortunately a rather questionable lifestyle.
Yeah, great beer.
I have a joke for you.
Oh, I love when he comes with a joke.
What is the similarity between the First Lady? No, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'll start again. I'm
Yeah.
not a good joke teller. Can
No.
you hit my music
You're
again,
Jimmy-
please? Thank you very
Oh,
much.
you're not even a very good president.
Yes,
and
sir.
you got elected for
Are you
that.
still working at 10800 Main Street?
What is the similarity between Jimmy Carter
Sounds
and the
like Ben.
Key Bridge?
Jimmy Carter and the Key Bridge.
I hold in my
One of
hand.
my all-time favorite jokes.
All right, what is the similarity between you, Jimmy Carter,
Uh-huh.
and the Key Bridge?
They both go in and out of Roslyn. Thank you. Goodbye.
Oh, that is a good
That
joke.
is a good one. It's the Parade of Presidents, and the jokes are getting even more timely.
Well,
Hey!
hi, I'm dead too.
Oh, Thomas Jefferson.
Yes, Mr. Spiewak, turn up those volumes.
Ronald Reagan.
I'm kidding. It's Ronald Reagan.
I'm here. I want to say I was president when Don and Mike were actually invited to the Easter egg roll.
How about now?
That's how old they are.
Yeah.
Well, Mommy, what?
How's Nancy?
Now you're all stopping. Why? You're all looking at me like I'm a giant panda.
How about
I think this
Nancy?
is easy to do this all on
Hey,
my own.
you read any good trees?
Seems to be the theme of the day.
Read any good trees lately?
Yeah, read any good. That's an Alzheimer's joke.
It is kind
Not
of.
funny, bastard.
But at least you can hide your own Easter eggs now.
I just want to say, after Election Day's over, you're all invited to heaven for cocoa.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
Bye,
nice.
dicks.
Jelly beans, too.
Oh, that's not nice.
It's a brand new event here, and it's not a feature, it's an event now.
It's
It's
called-
the Parade of Presidents.
I'm going to tell you. I hope you all vote.
Hey, you're alive!
I'm alive, too. Not long.
No.
Haven't seen me walking lately.
Oh.
Really having trouble with the gate.
Can I call you
Yes.
Herbert?
I'm Herbert Walker Bush.
Hey, Herb.
I'm really having trouble.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be prudent.
Yeah.
Dana Carvey ripoff.
Hey, question.
Yeah.
While
Yeah,
I've
go
got
ahead.
you, and I'm not going to talk to her about her hot box, but is there a chance...
Barbara
is she
wouldn't
here?
care for that. Barbara's here.
Is she
Yeah.
here?
Would you
I'd
like
love-
to speak to her?
Mike, it's,
Hold on
I'm
just a
sorry,
second.
President, it's always a pleasure to
Darling,
speak to you.
darling, Rob would
Barbara
like to
Bush.
speak to you if I give you the microphone. Hold on,
Very
she's
nice.
coming.
Former First Lady
She's
Barbara
coming
Bush.
right now.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to... Oh, no! Oh, Barbara!
Hi, how are you?
Hi,
Barbara.
Who's speaking?
Barbara Bush.
Hi, Barbara.
You didn't
Wow.
recognize her?
It's election day. I want to take a moment out here to remind everybody to get out and vote.
Thank
okay?
you. Thank you, Babs.
I have to take George downstairs for his sponge bath.
Oh, dear.
Bye-bye.
The Parade of Presidents continues on the Mike O'Mara Show, and
quite
look
a
who's
parade.
here right now.
Now, you've
parade.
heard from me a number of times. I'm just
Yeah.
exhausted after being on the campaign trail.
William
Yes.
Jefferson Clinton.
Oh, it's incredible. Oh, man, I tell you, there's more ass out in America than you can shake a stick at.
Yeah, and
nice.
you've done that, haven't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Rob, if you want to come over later, I saved those McDonald's French fries for you.
Oh, great.
Bye-bye
Nice big
now.
pack of- The Parade of Presidents.
It never ends.
You know what? Macy's has nothing on this, and look who's here.
You say potato, I say patata.
Hey, you're alive.
Greetings from the Cayman Islands.
Yeah, I know that you're sort of hiding out there. Why are you in the Cayman Islands
What
during
we're
this?
doing, we're having an entrepreneur conference.
What does that mean?
It's basically teaching people with a great deal of wealth
Rich guy.
how to hide their money in the Cayman Islands, son.
That's-
Yeehaw!
We thank you for
A
that.
symposium.
Goddamn good time, a symposium.
Yes.
Yeah. Here's the good news: I started drinking again.
That is great news.
My tie.
Oh, it is the
getting
Parade of
somewhere.
Presidents. I wonder who's behind
Well, it's
the door
gotta be over now.
right now.
I just wanted to stop by,
Oh, the current president.
remind everybody to get out to vote and do it. And I'm going to start crying.
Oh, don't cry. No,
don't do that.
It's my last campaign, win or lose.
Right.
No, don't do this.
I appreciate everybody going to the polls.
I think that's great.
I'm really sad that it's all over.
You must be very tired. This is exhaustion that's causing
I'm
this.
really, it's so tired.
I know.
Being
I
out there,
love-
Michelle and I,
Right.
but,
Did you hear W's drinking again?
yeah, who?
W.
That was a joke. Anyway, get out there and vote. It's
Yes.
your civic duty. I got to run.
All right,
Thanks,
Take care.
Barry.
Bye-bye.
Get him a Kleenex. The Parade of Presidents, and I would
Obama.
thought
Oh,
certainly
who's
that would have been the last
We're
one.
got to be
Hi,
done.
Rob.
Oh,
It's
hi.
it's Mike.
Oh, Mike O'Mara.
Yeah, we're not going to do the other guy.
Okay.
Okay, so that's it.
The Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Shelly,
sorry I started. You were late.
Well, not too late, I hope.
A minute or two. When you were tied up with anything?
No, sorry, I'm just late.
I ordered you the porterhouse.
Oh, no, I don't eat meat. I'll just have the penne.
You should. You should really try the steak. Ask
No, thank
Hugo
you.
to put it on the
No,
outside.
thanks, that's all right. I really don't eat meat. I'll just go ahead with the penne.
Spicy?
Yes, please. Okay, thanks.
Let the big talk begin.
Have you seen this?
My file on you, Senator.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get it? Have you read it?
What do you have to say for yourself?
With all due respect, I'm Senator. It doesn't matter what I have to say for myself.
Oh, it doesn't. Well, it seems to me, Mr. Chairman, that all you can claim about me is that I had sex while
Deviant sex.
Oh, who deviant? Who says it was deviant?
I do. And what I say, the American people will believe. And you know why? Because I'll have a very big microphone in front of me.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Buzz Burbank, Rob Speedway, Oscar Santana. And now, from his couch, here's Mike.
Live from the Cappy Pfeiffer Studios, it's America's most beloved podcast. This is the Mike O'Mara Show. We are downloaded more than 16 million times and heard in 150 countries worldwide. You can call us at 718.
Not today.
506 1625. No better day.
No. Today is maybe the worst day ever.
Our show is brought to you by TLC Laser Eye Center. There's nothing quite like ditching your glasses or contacts, and TLC can get you there. The TLC staff is friendly, and the surgeons are experienced. TLC's equipment is always state-of-the-art. The TLC lifetime commitment is huge.
Hey, huge.
TLC has locations all over the nation. Rob, I need more gain.
You bet.
To schedule a free consultation and to see what you've been missing, call 877-TLC-2020. That's TLC-2020 with an 877 in front of it. That's the way you read a phone number. Or find TLC online.
Good job, Charlie.
At their new web address, tlcvision.com. That's tlcvision.com. And be sure to tell them you heard about TLC on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Yeah.
Do it.
TLC Laser Eye Center on the program today. Incident at the polling place.
wait.
And you were there so early.
Last minute changes. I have no idea why I wrote that because I wrote it at 6 a.m.
They were last minute.
Oh, maybe you changed who you voted for.
Why am I so nervous? I can't tell you why. It's not a question of nervous like coming in and doing a show nervous.
No?
It's just I'm on edge.
Right.
Really?
And
Who isn't?
and- oh, hold on just a second. That's the phone ringing.
Someone can put your mind at ease.
Hold on. Hello.
Hello, this is Mitt Romney.
Oh, hi, Mitt. Big day
I
for
just
you.
wanted to give you a call to
Right.
see if we could speak directly so I can ask for your support and maybe answer any questions you might
Okay,
have.
I gotta go. Sorry, we got something to do.
Hope he doesn't call back.
I will have a major announcement about a major announcement.
Oh,
That's all there is to
you're
it.
setting the table.
Oscars World? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Gotta find out if you voted today.
That's right.
And a movie review for Ye.
Nice.
Best movie I've seen in a very, very long time.
Really?
Yes, very excited.
Color
about,
or black and white?
Don't worry about it. Reno, here we come. Let's get right to it. We are going to be in Reno Saturday night.
Yeah.
At Circus.
That's right. The
on
legendary
stage.
Mandalay Ballroom. Mike.
It's going to be very exciting. We are looking forward to our trip out there. We fly out Friday night. We are bringing a camera crew to record everything for us, and then we are on stage at Circus Saturday night at 8 o'clock. It's going to be very, very exciting.
Sure is.
And we are going to be joined out there by a fabulous band. Their name escapes me right now.
They're very good, though.
It's Decoy.
Decoy! Thank you. Thank you. You're
Nice
welcome.
poll.
Wait, Mark Ronick.
Yeah.
Mark
on the
Ronick
case.
came to play today.
Mark Ronick has all their records.
Mark Ronick just making me feel good today.
Good.
Like
It's
the
the
rest of you
extra Adderall.
slacks. Anyway, but also on stage will be Mickey Cucella from the 98 Rock Morning Show of Mickey, Amelia, and Spiegel, a show that's been very kind to me. Every time I get fired in radio, these guys are nice enough to have me on. And
every time?
He's a seasoned and extremely funny stand-up comic.
I got a chance to see Mickey when I guested with those guys, I think about a year or two ago.
Yeah, something like
and
that.
Mickey joins us now from 98 Rock in Baltimore. A guy that's going to be on stage.
Mickey!
At Circus. Hi, Mick.
Hello, guys. How are you?
How are you, Mickey? How's life treating you, my friend?
If it was any better, I wouldn't have to go to Reno.
The thing about it, though, Mickey,
awesome.
one of the best things that ever happened to me is you guys, you and Amelia have been very nice to me when I've been up there. But one of the times we worked together up there, I went out and caught your stand-up act, and this was not a disc jockey doing stand-up. This was a guy that knows what he's doing, and I remembered how much I laughed at that, and I said, when we were looking for a stand-up comedian, you were the first person that came to mind, and I'm so glad you can join us out there.
Well, listen, in all seriousness, I'm honored to be a part of this. This is having you in the studio doing radio with me was, amazing because, Mike, when I was just a little boy,
dick!
I would listen to you, and I would think, one day I'll be in radio.
Yeah, and
no, I'm kidding. To have you in the studio with us was such a treat, and then to be able to have you come out while I was doing stand-up, which is really my first love and my first passion. Was awesome as well, and thank you for the kind words.
And I look forward to being up there at 98 Rock. Anytime you'll have me, I'll be up there. In spite of the fact that your program director gave me a tremendously lowball offer for the other station, but that's okay. I don't want to talk about
kind
that.
Of a tight one, but that's okay. But a nice guy.
Mickey, I don't want to get you in trouble. I know you work with the man. Say hi to Dave for me, will you please?
Screw him. Let me tell you something right now. I could care less. Listen, this is how sad it is. You know the price you asked for?
Yes.
And the price they offered, I'm actually working for just the difference between those two numbers.
How is my good friend Mr. Spiegel doing?
Listen to me. He is so insane. You worked with some guys in your career that were, I'm not going to say any names, but a little difficult at times.
All the newsmen are.
I know Mark's probably right there, but the point is that I'm fortunate that he's a genius, but at the same time, it's like watching a crazy person figure out a Rubik's Cube, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
You're proud of their success, but you really have no idea how they did it. It's not like regular people doing it.
Mickey is really, the only observation I took away from that show, I sincerely believe that on multiple levels, Mickey is terrified of Spiegel, like just snapping one day and killing people with his bare hands.
I think most of the city is, really.
I can tell you, listen, I've performed all over the country, and now I can include Reno in that. I'm so happy for that, by the way. That now makes, let me think, 34, actually 3 cities that I've been to.
Well, Mickey, you're going to be opening up for us, and it's going to be great. I've seen Mickey on stage. I have myself. I went there, and it was a great show, and we're so glad you can do it. I'm glad Jesus Christ, I'm finally glad I was able to get you on the show.
Well, here's the problem. I said I can do a phone call anytime,
right.
and Mark gives me this whole, Mr. O'Mara wants you to drive to Indianapolis or whatever the hell you're doing this show from. And I said, look, Fridays, I got my kids. I'm up at 3:30. It's really hard for me to drive all the way down. Well, let me talk to him. Oh, God, he's going to kill me. I said, tell him to call me. He's going to be fine.
It's fine.
Hilarious.
It is going to be great. Look forward to seeing you out there. Go back and did you vote yet, Mickey?
I'm not. Is that today?
Yeah. There you go. That says all you need to know. Mickey from 98 Rock. We'll listen to you up in Baltimore. You rock, and we'll see you out in Reno, my friend.
Thanks, guys.
There you go.
Thank you, Mickey.
That's
Bye-bye.
Mickey.
Bye-bye.
That's he is. I love the guy. I mean,
really funny.
I went up there to do a little guest thing. I ended up hitting it off with the guy, and he's just
super
funny.
Nice.
And they're so respectful to me. I really appreciate that.
Always please and thank you,
yeah,
sir.
I would do when I'm promoting my ride. I would go up to other radio stations or television stations, and you do your little 5-10 minute segment.
Right.
And when I go in there, I know it's the morning, and I know I get to sit in and have a blast, and it reminds me of morning radio, and
anything can happen.
Hello.
Hi, Maria.
What?
This is Ann Romney calling from Romney for President.
Wow.
On behalf
Hi,
of my husband, Mitt Romney.
Oh, hi, baby.
Mitt and I have been married for 43 years, and I want to share with you a little bit about the man I know.
You go right ahead.
Throughout our lives together,
Yeah,
Mitt
thank
has always been a guy
Oh,
who could count
sexy.
on in
How are you?
tough situations.
Hey.
A strong and decisive
Okay,
leader
get off the phone.
who has his
So long, biatch.
Hope she doesn't call back.
Hey. Oh, you did. Now, how about you? Did you vote today?
Well, let me take you down a little morning call. Oscar Fantana's morning.
Mike has.
I have a jacket on, as you can see.
Yes.
So don't judge.
Yeah, don't
before you
judge.
continue, please.
Mike and Ross
Are you going to reveal?
So I woke
The
up
big reveal.
at 6:30 this morning.
It's a 1-hour show. Let's get to it.
I walked down. It was 6:45, and to my dismay, there were already about 50 people in line. So I said to myself, Oscar, there are 3 electoral votes on the line today. How important are they for you?
Hold on, Oscar. We have a phone call coming in. Hello?
Hello, this is President Bill Clinton. I'm calling on behalf of the Democratic Party of Virginia.
I didn't get that call.
You to vote for
Bill, we don't have time. Bill, I'm sorry. I got to hang up on you. Bye. Sorry about that.
Hope he doesn't call again.
So a kind listener was kind enough to send me what was on the ballot outside of the presidential election.
Oh, I thought sure some listener was going to let you cut in line.
I know,
like you got the phone.
In Ward 3, and I looked at the ballot and I said, well, you know, there's no instructions here on the celebrity line. If there's a line for people that actually have to go do something important,
there should be.
Yeah, DC politics is ugly Hollywood, and I'm part of that. So I said, hey, why don't I see if there's a VIP line I can get into?
Yeah.
There was no VIP line.
So like you could like vote early and get bottle service. How does this work?
Your little voting machine is right on the other side of the velvet rope.
There was no VIP line, to my dismay.
Right.
And I said, look, I got to get to work. Is there something I can do? And I asked somebody if I could butt in line. They said no.
Right.
And then I said, well, I tried. I'm out. Didn't vote.
So you didn't vote at all?
Yes.
But you're going to try later today, right?
No. I got to stay in Manassas all day.
You know, if it was anywhere but
he's got to do the election show. I'm sorry, he's not doing that.
I got big
Here I am. You know, it's just I saw the people in Rockaway Beach.
Yeah.
And I put that up on my Facebook page
without
today.
homes, without heat.
Without homes,
lights.
without heat, with makeshift tents being set up, and they are voting.
They're voting.
They've got time.
They found a way.
You dick. You are such a dick.
Mother Nature could give you time, too.
You know, and listen, the president needs your help in the district because he's only favored by 83%.
That's right. It's going to be what is known as a nail biter.
I got so much S from my girlfriend. I said, look.
For not voting?
It's D.C.
Yeah.
She absentee voted in Arizona. It's D.C. It's 3 electoral votes. Obama's going to win regardless. Enjoy.
Yeah, okay, fine. Nice story.
That's
Why are you mad at me?
Let me
Don't judge me.
Because I want
It was
to
an unsatisfying ending.
I want to read some of
And
my...
how dare you tease the fact that you're going to take off your coat and show us a sticker when in fact the coat is still on, you didn't vote. You suck.
I'm just saying.
Such a hump. Anyway, let me share
President
some of my
Hump.
posts. These are some
pay
of
my taxes.
My posts.
He got 18 electoral votes for being hump.
Here's what people have been saying on Mike's page.
Yeah, and incidentally, you know, my Facebook, my computer in general works great until I come in here.
You're right,
And then I
exactly.
come here and it goes...
Well, you need it now.
I was super proud of the turnout, though. I was blown away.
Don't change this topic. You did not vote.
I'm hearing that.
Yeah, but I went.
I went to and I voted.
You know, God, man, people,
really matter.
enough with putting crap on my page. I want to put stuff on my page. All right. Maybe it's because I'm a little sleep deprived. I wrote this. But I just got tears in my eyes watching the folks in Rockaway Park voting in makeshift tents.
Right.
If that isn't the triumph of the American spirit, I don't know what is. A standing ovation to those who are thinking about their country after suffering through so much.
Yes.
There you go. That's for you, Oscar.
I'm proud of them.
And then
You
earlier...
see, he's
they're
being,
proud of you.
He's being that douchebag way. He's about to say that he owns the fact that he didn't vote. And
I didn't
somehow,
say that.
but you're about to. You're gearing up to, because that's the way you are.
I was 50-50. I was going to vote if there was less than 10 people anyway.
Then I said, Prince William County mentioned on the Today Show. So I said, hey, Manassas, off your ass and out to the polls.
They're favoring all the great neighborhoods in America. They talked about Prince William County and Henrico County in Richmond.
If you lived here, we'll see Henrico County. What does that have to do with anything?
It's just another great place to live.
Okay, is that near where BCU was?
Yeah, it's
of course. Okay, shut up. Anyway, so
I voted, Mike.
Okay, I'm glad you did, Rob. I'm glad you did.
As a sticker.
If you lived around here
in a swing state,
if you lived around here, I would be like
you'd be
getting you
eviscerating
in
me.
a headlock. No, I'd get you in a
Yeah.
headlock and I'd take you out to your car.
Yeah.
I'd drive you there. I'd be very into it.
That's the opposite of voter suppression.
He's forcing you to vote.
Yes.
Earlier,
Get in there and show your card.
4 hours ago, I write, just got back from our 6 a.m. visit to the polls. I never feel more American than when I stand in line to vote. Also, I was involved in a bit of a scene
Yes, you
at the
teased
polling
us.
place.
Did you get in the VIP
You're all
line?
about it. Okay.
Sorry.
Michael Maris
Many
VIP
moons ago,
voting.
I believe that I had voted. This is just a distant memory for me.
Oh, dear.
And I remember that I voted, and when I voted, I had a button on, a campaign button.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't do
And
that.
I remember walking into the polling place, and I remember as I was registering, someone told me, you cannot have a campaign button in a polling place.
Right.
It's against the law.
That's right.
And so as I'm standing in line, very, very early, I observed to my left that there's a guy with his wife, and I can't read what hers says, but his says, we can't stand 4 more years of this. And it's an anti-Obama button, which is a campaign button.
Sure.
So I'm sitting there and I'm watching this guy because they got kind of the Disney thing going with the lines going in both directions. And at this point, it's, as anybody knows who goes into a polling place, it's very, very quiet.
Yeah.
But it's also, I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, not fair.
Not cool.
Yeah.
Bothering me.
Yeah. Right.
I'm in here to vote. This is the crap that's supposed to be outside, not inside.
Right.
And he looks like a dink, and I want to make sure that he takes his button off.
Right.
Because
I'm with you.
Pissed off.
Because he's going to get his because you got yours.
I said to myself, I will do
10
this.
years later.
So I look out, and there's some attendants that are flitting around that are all 95 years old.
God bless them
because
for
that's
helping.
the only, God bless them, but Jesus Christ. Get somebody that's under the age of 75.
I will say
Well,
this.
they have lives like Oscar.
Loudon County had a
things to
swishy.
do.
We had a swishy teen.
Okay, well, a swishy team would have been better.
Is
So-
everyone sure they're supposed to be voting here?
So I go, excuse me, and
They're very
there's this
helpful, too.
just hulking Julia Child woman who's over there and she can't hear me. And then suddenly a younger campaign polling worker comes by and I go like this. And she looks directly at me and looks away.
Right.
And so then again, the second time I go, hello?
Yes.
Wants nothing to do with you.
And by this time, the second one, all of a sudden the eyes are on me.
Okay, good.
People are seeing what's going on, but nobody's saying anything.
Right.
Hey, can I speak to you?
Library
And
quiet.
so the lady looks at me and she goes, yeah, just a minute. And then she points at the fossil. So now I realize that the young one is handing off the even interaction because she's terrified. Her little vagine is in an uproar about having to go talk to the man, the big hairy man in line with the Fairfax County Police hat on.
You're the dick, though.
I am the dick.
Everyone hates a disc
I am
jockey.
owning. I take ownership of dictum for as far as the eyes can see. Not only did I enjoy being a dick, I enjoyed the fruits of my labor, and let me tell you what happened. So finally the fossil, after like 6 tries for the young campaign polling worker to get the Julia Child over there, and she's like, what? And I'm like, oh, you old battle axe, just turn around. And I go, over here.
Yeah.
She comes over like this, and every inch of her life, no, not her whole, her whole demeanor, her whole demeanor screams without a clue. Like you would say to her, hey, nice morning we're having. Well, where?
Well, that's the person. That's the person that's running our election.
But you know what? I was wrong because this old lady. I finally said, excuse me. I'm not sure what the legality is, but I don't believe you're supposed to have campaign buttons, and I'm kind of offended that this guy got to wear his in here. And she goes, where? And I'm like, there's no chance that this battle axe is going to be able to find this guy that I'm pointing to. But she, like a little homing pigeon, she goes over to the guy, and I have the extreme pleasure of watching her tell him. She didn't make him take it off. She made him turn it inside out.
Right.
And I sat there, and then he goes, and he points to a guy that has a button that says, exercise your right to vote. And this dick, I was the dick, but he was the bigger dick because he made her tell that guy to turn his pin around.
Well, that's 2 different things.
It's nonpartisan, but he still made the guy.
But you see, you were not a dick. At no point were you a dick. You were a stand-up citizen helping to enforce the law.
You know what? You might have been a little bit of a dick, but you were clearly out-dicked.
No, you were a dick.
I was not a dick, and let me tell you why.
Oh, here we go.
See, it's our right as Americans to vote, Oscar.
In this country.
And everybody should exercise that right.
That's right.
If they have an opportunity to. Some of us are too lazy to do that, but you told your story already. But I will just tell you this.
He's giving a speech. We can't take a call.
Hello.
Hello, this is Chuck Norris. As my wife Jean and I decided that Newt Gingrich would be the best man to beat President Obama.
Chuck, he's not.
Chuck, that's a guy I would have loved to keep on the line.
He had to go. He's very busy.
I would have loved to keep Chuck Norris
if he
on
wants
the line.
Newt to win, today is the day he really has to work.
So this guy
back to America.
So the guy makes the other person turn his button inside out, and he turns his in. And I just looked at Carla, and Carla's like 6 people ahead of me in the line, and I'm looking back
How
at her.
did she get so far ahead of you?
Carla gets like nervous in those situations, so she's like looking straight ahead, and I'm just dying for eye contact so I can look at her and go like this.
Big thumbs up.
That's what I wanted to do because I was so excited about doing it.
Do you feel like people are intimidated though?
What?
By those buttons? I mean, do you even notice them?
I would not have pointed that out if it hadn't been done.
Doesn't matter. Electioneering, which is what this is illegal inside the polling place.
It's electioneering. It's you wearing a campaign button, promoting your candidate inside a polling place, and you're not allowed to do it.
That's why people set up outside the school.
Because they are clueless or afraid. They let a big bully man, which this guy was, wear his big, and it's not even a pro-Romney. It's an anti-Obama button.
Right. But clearly partisan.
It's clearly partisan, but the fact is, I was like, it was a dicky little button. If it hadn't been a dicky, if it had just said, I might have done it.
Do you remember him? I think he was a child star in the 1930s. Dickie Littlebutton.
Dickie Littlebutton.
He was at MGM Studios.
One of the rascals.
Yeah, one of the rascals.
I love Dickie Littlebutton.
He was great.
That drug scare in the 80s, though.
Oh, poor Dickie.
That didn't scare him.
Did you feel like, did Virginia have any, outside the presidential election, they have any issues that you're voting on?
Yeah, they have some constitutional questions that I wouldn't be able to recite for you if you gave me all the time.
Did you get the ballot so you know how to vote on them?
Yeah, and there was one about changing an election day, which I voted yes for.
Right. You're always in favor of change.
Christmas. They're moving to Christmas.
Yeah, and then it was something about eminent domain. I know that, and that's pretty damn good that I remember.
I was actually, I had a feeling today that I might have been cheating on a test because we had an amazing turnout early.
Right.
And we got processed in like 25 minutes. Not bad because the line came from out of the gym halfway the length of the school.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a big
So
turnout.
25 for you. How long for you, by the way, to vote?
Right about 25 minutes.
Okay, 45 for my wife this morning.
They did pretty good, but so they gave us a but you didn't vote, so you don't get
compared
credit.
to the last presidential election. How was turnout?
3 times bigger, I would say.
Really?
At this time.
How about you?
I didn't ask her about turnout. I'll be voting
you
after
haven't
the
voted
show.
yet.
I'll
Okay.
be voting after the show.
Smaller.
But we got the
Screw you, Oscar.
As a matter of fact, Oscar's turnout is significantly less.
Oscar just tries to say what he doesn't.
Smaller
what I don't
by
want to
one.
hear.
So we got the sample ballot on the way in, and actually we got lucky because we had space to wait inside. I saw a lot of people that were in line outside, and they're freezing their ass off this morning. But we're finishing up, and we did not do the machine. We just got the ballot, and they had tables set up, and you got the official election pen, and I filled it out, and I needed help on what the party line was on the issues. I didn't know.
Right, on the questions. Yeah.
So, and I went through, and Carrie said, "Hey, I need the ballot." She forgot what she was going to vote for on the issues, and I said, "I'm not going to give it to you."
We're all little kids. We all become little kids like we're going to get in trouble.
And really, that's what it was. But I wanted so bad to take the official election pen because it said official election pen.
Oh, never use those. They had disappearing ink in them.
Do you know what I had?
Only in Florida.
There was a real sense of the division, and incidentally, Division 012 is Buzz's show tonight
it's all
at
about.
8 o'clock right here on MikeO'MaraShow.com. It'll also be on Ustream.
Right.
I had the overwhelming sense of the pro-Obama and the pro-Romney people in there, and I told Carla, I'm whispering to Carla as we're in the line, I'm like, when we come out of here, because it's so quiet, I want to scream Obama. I really,
and then run like hell.
Yeah, and it was that would have been the supreme dick move, but I really wanted to come out and go, Obama! Woo! and go out to my car, but I didn't.
You did not do that?
I didn't have the balls to do that. Hold on, we have a telephone call.
A lot of calls today.
Hello.
This is Jim Rockford. At the tone, leave your name and
That's
message.
Now wait a
Now
minute.
stop
It's
it.
backwards.
I don't know how does that even work.
All right, we're gonna
What's
take
your
a break.
vibe right now?
We'll talk about that when we come back. That's a
Okay.
good thing to talk about. Last minute predictions, any last minute changes, and we'll talk more about the election and more fun and more thrills, including a movie review.
Yay.
Right after this. Rob, if I was to ask you a question,
Yes, I'll entertain a question.
what is the single best thing besides the weight loss about the Weight Not program? What would you say?
It's clearly, and I think you'll probably agree, is when you wake up in the morning, you feel good. And I had the bulk of my 40 years on this plane, I woke up feeling like crap.
Right.
And I could sometimes get into a mode where I could feel better through the day, but now when my feet hit the ground, I'm ready to go. I feel good every day. And that's because I lost 100
And
pounds.
now when your feet hit the ground, it doesn't break through the floor.
Exactly. Damaging is not happening to my floor anymore. The carpet lasts days longer.
That's great.
But no, but thanks to Weight Not, I just feel good all the time.
I'm back over 30 pounds lost, and I'm happy about that.
Hey.
Had that wobble with the storm and also with Haiti when I was down there, but I'm so happy to be back. It was so cool to walk in and buy a jacket for our Reno show and be two jacket sizes
You know,
down.
and that's a close second besides feeling like crap is buying clothes.
I
Yeah.
love doing
Awesome.
that. I do love the program. We're talking about Wait Not. They're an official sponsor of our live stage show in Reno, and we will be giving away a Wait Not program for one lucky listener this coming Saturday night. 855-WAIT-NOT, 855-934-4486, or waitnot.com. Unbelievable results. You can believe
And
in.
I heard from Christy, they are currently editing my television commercial.
Cool.
So I will keep everyone updated.
You still in it?
Yeah, apparently so. I got the email.
I'm kidding.
Got the email, so we will keep you updated.
And as soon as we get it, we'll put it up on the website.
Absolutely.
Okay, before we'll get back to politics in a second, but I did the solo thing. I didn't know whether you were.
That's a sin.
Mark was working his butt off. I was almost this close to asking you if you wanted to go to the movies yesterday.
Oh, I would have done that.
Because I went to see Flight. Because
the Denzel movie.
Really, what better thing for a phobic flyer to do less than a week before he's going to make a cross-country flight than see a movie about a plane crash?
You can't help yourself.
You really are. You are the person that makes things miserable for you.
Right.
That's what you do.
I am gay for Denzel Washington.
Well, we all are.
Well, who isn't?
Yeah.
He's never made for one thing, I don't think he's ever made a bad movie.
And, this movie, in my opinion, had it all. You remember I talked about those old-fashioned kind of Hollywood themes to it?
Yeah.
Had a little bit of that. Has Denzel in it, who's just
You're golden.
really the greatest, one of the greatest actors of our time. And even didn't disappoint on the old TNA front.
Excellent.
Really?
Oh, I'm all in.
So he whipped it out?
Yeah, I saw his penis.
Nice.
Without
That's what it
spoiling
was.
it, what's the premise again?
It's about a guy that gets involved in a plane crash and saves people from saves a lot of people based on his actions.
Oh, wow.
But then that's when the story really begins.
Okay.
And really just Denzel Washington can do 30 different type of things. He is always a different personality,
He is.
dramatically different in each movie that he's in, and I love that.
I know more about the plot than Oscar, so I won't reveal it to Oscar.
Okay.
But is the ending satisfying? Because I know what the direction
That's
it
part
goes.
of the Hollywood
The ending
thing.
is tremendously satisfying.
That's awesome.
To me.
Yeah.
I mean, it really, and it's you know what I can't stand with movie reviewers now, and if you've read some of the reviews of this movie,
When
they're
Gene
talking-
Siskel passes out and drives into a building, I hate that.
They're talking about how if you have a semi-predictable ending or a happy or maybe a slightly feel-good, that just gets reamed now by critics because
It's predictable.
everybody's trying to be so hip and so cool.
Sure, too
and
cool for the
so
room.
edgy. I don't go to a movie to see that. I want to see something that's going to take me away, make me feel good about myself, and feel entertained.
I don't mind a message.
Here comes
some kind, even if it's this guy is human.
It's a phenomenal message.
Right.
Here comes
it truly is. It's one of the best messages.
the
you will
gayest
see.
thing that'll be said on the show today. Okay.
Yeah.
Mike likes to escape.
I do.
I can't believe
take a little escape. And incidentally,
It's a 2-hour escape.
And then the movie also had a little message to it, which just I can't seem to be. I'm trying really hard now to kind of avoid that, but it's cropping up everywhere in my life. Praise Jesus. But anyway, go ahead.
You haven't seen Argo yet.
No, I have not seen Argo.
That's
yet.
huge.
That's the
That's
true
huge.
story
That's
that I
what
want
you
to
very
say.
man.
It was a choice.
Come on, brah.
Timing.
It was a choice between
brah.
brah. Brah. Lift
Check
and-
it, brah.
John, lift and separate, brah. So I just
my heart, brah.
for me, it's when I'm making that decision to go to a movie, it's got to really be. I just don't go often enough, and this was just a lock. And as soon as hold on. Hello.
Hello, Maria. This is Mitt Romney calling.
Why does everyone think your name Maria?
My name is Mike Mitt. It is not Maria. And you called me by a woman's name, I'm going to hang up on you. There.
The wrong number, clearly.
Take that, you bastard.
You think he'd have better things to do today?
The line for Argo was more than 5 minutes, so he blew it off.
Oh, I understand that. It's a long movie.
But I give that an enormous one Irish thumb up.
Ah, nice.
And so go check it out. Flight with Denzel Washington.
Love it.
Did you have popcorn?
I did not have popcorn.
Good boy.
No, I wait on it the whole time.
Movie is a great thing to do if you really want to. It gives you 2 hours where you don't eat. If you don't buy anything.
but a movie is also one of my greatest temptations.
Yeah. Really?
Because I want to get the atomizer jug of popcorn.
Sure. Not when I see the prices they charge.
It doesn't matter.
Are you kidding?
I want to dive in, and I want the cheap, kill you quick movie theater.
The value pack.
Butter.
Oh, the butter's great.
Let's ask Roy, if a movie, if you wanted to go to a movie and you're on Wait Not, what do you take with you? I guess it depends on what part of the program.
A feather.
You eat before you go. That's what you have to do.
What you buy yourself a bottle of water. You stay hydrated, and that keeps you from munching. Yeah.
Water's
So
the thing.
getting back to the election, I know that Buzz has not yet voted. Rob and I have. Mark, have you voted yet?
No, I'm doing it after the show with
Mark's
Maria.
going to do it after the show.
All the people in the room, what's going on the ballot in Maryland, it's mind blowing. You just don't have the presidential election. You have question 7, which will change the economy if it does or does not go through in the Maryland area. You have the ability to vote for gay rights.
marriage.
And gay marriage.
Right.
And then you have the ability for, and this is a sticky wicket, for illegals in the state of Maryland. This is the first time it's ever happened across the country to actually get in-state tuition if they want to go to college.
That's big.
That is big.
So
That's
Oscar
huge.
would have voted for that.
Mm-hmm. I would have voted for that.
That's Maryland, but you're registered in D.C.
Yeah, so I can't.
I don't know. I can't describe how I feel. I woke up today.
And you did not intend to vote early.
No, I woke up very early. I feel there's no guarantee that my team's going to win this election. I still woke up feeling like almost like a little kid on Christmas morning.
Exactly. That's how I felt for the last day and a half.
And I said that. I set my alarm. It's like Hanukkah, but different. Okay. I set my alarm for 5:30, and like I do on holidays and big day, I woke up at 5:28. I woke up before my alarm today. It's an exciting feeling because you know what? This is for the first time in a long time an election that really we have no idea where it's going to end. And it's an exciting day. I can't wait for tonight to do the coverage and to watch the coverage.
Buzz is going to have the show Division 012 coming up at 8 o'clock and on his news today. Hopefully he'll give us a little feel for where things are going. But I just was giddy. I've been giddy all day. I've been restless.
Feels great to vote, doesn't it?
I'm a little bit nervous, too. I actually, I as you know, I pride myself on watching all the different networks, whether whatever their political slant is.
A good thing to a point.
In the last 24 hours, forget that. That is out the window. I can't do it.
Just Bravo, then?
I find myself going to the Huffington Post just so I can feel better. Because I can't handle the other side now. I can't handle hearing the pundits. I cannot handle any spinmeisters. And even if I hear something that's a little dicey on one of my channels that people say, or an objective channel, I kind of go, oh, I can't listen.
I'm just on overload. I just don't want to hear any more from either side at this point.
It's crazy stuff.
I'm eager to see the results.
But I am nervous. And
what's your gut? Anything change?
My gut is I don't want to predict because I originally predicted Romney, and I have no earthly idea.
Do you stand by your...
I don't believe... one thing is true. I do not believe in polling. I don't believe it. I really think that we've had too many examples in this country of polling being out the window, even outside of the margin.
72% of people don't believe in it.
Really?
Just a joke.
That's funny.
According to
that's a funny
some
thing.
kind of survey.
What, you guys all were picking Obama to win. Has anything changed?
No. Do you still think Romney will take Virginia?
No.
Oh.
No,
really?
I don't.
You're still going to owe me a bottle of booze, though.
I disagree with you.
That last Monday when we sort of polled this room to see how we thought the election was going to turn out, I said Obama, but I said so very nervously. I am less nervous today.
Me too.
Yeah, it's still an election, and you still got to get the turnout.
Of course.
And you got to still... Here's one thing that was on one of the networks I was watching. Can't tell you which one it was, but they were saying... In the event, because our polls here in Virginia close early, and at 7 o'clock, and if they are able to call Virginia for Obama, that it could be a very early night, and that would be
true.
That would be.
I really think it will be. I mean, not just because it benefits me personally, but because I think we are going to know very soon. The polls in the really key states, most of the key states are in the Eastern time zone in terms of determining the Electoral College outcome. And
Ohio is Eastern time
because most if not all of it is. I'll double check. I've got the list right here.
It is.
Okay.
But because of that, because the most decisive states are in the East, we're going to know, I think, by 7 or 8, not certainly by 7, but certainly by 8 this evening, we're going to have a very good idea, and I think it'll be sewn up by 10 o'clock unless something crazy happens.
You're definitely in the minority predicting that.
I know. I realize I am. Everybody's saying it's too close to call. I'm saying we'll know.
I think Romney's going to take Virginia. I think that President Barack Obama will win the presidency. He'll win another 4 years. I still believe that Romney will win the popular vote. I think that it will be sewn up tonight, but it's not going to be as easy as Buzz thinks.
Did you see crazy David? What's his name? The guy with the big 10-foot iPad on. I can't think of his. Chuck Todd.
Chuck Todd.
He did lay out the scenario where it could tie, and it could very conceivably.
And you know
tie.
what I don't like about Chuck Todd?
Everything.
Did you see the joy?
The roadkill on his face that he calls a beard.
If that was to happen, the joy.
Oh, he'd love it.
Yeah, it's horrible for the country. Horrible for everybody that supports it.
Is it really horrible though?
If it's a tie.
Look, aren't we all talking about the fact that the two parties can't work together and can't get along, and now they're in this scenario, they're forced into it? And now they've got to work together as two separate parties.
That is one way to look at it. However,
it's interesting.
It does make our already sort of flawed system look even worse.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's what we need as an international on the international scene. I think we need to make our country look like it knows how to work.
The country is kind of worse off than it has been.
Yeah, but
so
this is
something
why
crazy like that might actually be good.
This is why America rules just on the purely looking from the outside in, is that we get an answer usually the night of throughout all our elections. In Latin America, there's always a fight and a power struggle, and it takes a week to figure it out. And you were like,
we have a tape of that last Latin American election.
How'd that go?
Take a listen.
Yeah, and you're seeing.
I win.
You're reading these papers, and you're like, what's going on in that third world country? When we don't get an answer, people are like, see, you guys aren't any better than us.
We looked like international buffoons when we had the whole hanging Chad thing.
It's supposed to work the way Mark said. It's supposed to work like that, but we've had gridlock for the last 4 years with the divided, we have the Republican-controlled House, a Democratic-controlled Senate, a Democratic president. And by the way, regardless of which president, which candidate wins the presidency in this election, the gridlock is going to continue because Mitt Romney will still be, in all likelihood, up against a Democratic Senate. Yeah. So, this struggle is going to continue. Right. I think the gridlock will probably continue.
But my prediction, I did not offer my prediction.
Yeah, go ahead.
I stand by it, but I'm going to reinforce it.
Okay.
It is going to be Obama will take Virginia, and it will be a handy win in Virginia, I do think.
Really?
I think he will win both the Electoral College and the popular vote.
Okay.
I think that the Democratic contingent is going to really represent, because I think there's an urgency that has been instilled in the past week that we hadn't seen up till that point.
And before we go to break, last question for you. Right. What will your Election Day dinner be?
My election tonight? I don't know, because I'm coming here.
Oh, that's right.
So I hope there's something to eat.
It's Carla. What do you expect? Hello?
Hi, I'm Larry King. Welcome to Symbols of America.
F you, Larry.
Symbols?
Yeah. Buzz has got one last thing before we go to break.
Shut up, Larry.
Turn him off.
Just a piece of information to answer an earlier question. By 8 o'clock Eastern Time this evening, we'll have results from Florida, New Hampshire, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. Okay. So we're going to have a pretty clear picture, I think, at that point.
But you should point out we may have results.
Right.
Unless it's too close to call.
If it's too close to call, we won't have any results.
Understood.
Okay, so we'll take a break. We'll come back with Rob's Magic Audio Vault right after this. Welcome back to MikeO'MaraShow.com. This segment of the program, Rob's Magic Audio Vault, is brought to you by TwizGrid.
TwizGrid.
Boom. TwizGrid is a free app for your iPad or iPhone that displays Twitter photos in a user-friendly format. TwizGrid
it's good.
is an official sponsor of our Reno State Show, and you can use it to watch us behind the scenes. Who doesn't want to see that?
Boy, are you using your smartphone. Oh.
And you can use it for your own events as well. Isn't that fun?
It is.
To join us backstage in Reno, just open the Reno Mara album.
Mike, is there a cure?
Reno Mara. We haven't found a cure for Reno Mara, but there is hope with your contribution. Open the Reno Mara album with TwizGrid. You don't have to have a Twitter account to see the pictures. The pictures.
I love the pictures.
If you do have a Twitter account, you can post comments on our photos and be part of our latest live show. That's TwizGrid. Boom!
Oh, it's big.
TwizGrid. Find it in the App Store or click our ad on the website, and that's TwizGrid. Thank you very much. Let's open up the audio vault for today. Election Day, November 6, 2012. Hello. Hello.
I don't know where you people come from. I don't know if you test your product, your quantity of your product.
Well, this is not the Jimmy Dean Sausage Factory.
Sausage for 30-something years,
yes,
but
sir.
I can't take and feed a family of 5.
Sir, you're fat.
On a little 12-ounce roll of sausage.
Sure you can. You shouldn't be eating that much sausage.
I don't mind paying you more money for your 16-ounce roll of sausage.
Yes, sir.
But you don't have it anymore.
Sir.
You've got a 12-ounce roll.
Sir.
And you've got 3 men that weigh over 200 pounds apiece.
That's more.
A woman that's a little plump Dutch girl.
Yeah, no.
And a daughter.
No surprise there.
13, and you're going to try
to he's just going to keep talking unless you hang up.
Get off the phone, bastard.
I don't know why those calls keep coming in.
What do you have for us today? You've been very busy today, Rob.
Election.
Yes.
Today is voting day.
Yes, it is.
Voting day. And you know it's important because they had perhaps the most important coverage. They were on Monday Night Football last night, both candidates.
Yeah. And just let me say, when we're in a country where Chris Berman has anything to do with...
I know, and the questions really indicate how bad he is.
And he got a great review in, it might have been Sports Illustrated, but it might have been Esquire. I'm not sure what magazine I was reading it, where they just ream out Chris Berman.
Good.
For his hack
So it wasn't a good review, it was an appropriate review.
An appropriate review.
Okay, very good. He asked Obama last night, how is winning a second term like a sports team repeating a championship. How much more hack
He's a
can
hack.
you get? That's all he
Chris
is.
Berman is the uber hack.
And this is how the president answered.
I really do believe that it has to do with staying focused, and it has to do with not getting distracted by your own hype
Questions
or
like
the
this.
critics.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Political reporters are a lot like sports reporters. You lose a game and you're a bum. You win a game, you're a god. And the truth is that just like in sports, in politics, we're all human. We make mistakes. Sometimes we perform well, but the key is to just stay focused on what it is that you're doing.
All right, is it because I'm just totally a partisan that I just find that to be an absolutely incredibly good answer?
good answer.
It's a great, you know what it is?
I really thought it was a great answer to a hack question.
Precisely. That's what it is. And I think if nothing else, vote for Obama to show how patient he is. Because he's putting up with all that crap.
I'm really... I'm not going to...
No, it's all right.
I'm not
They also asked
going
him.
there.
They also asked him about the
Election
new.
day, I'm all
No
emotional.
need, really.
They asked him about the new college playoff system. This was actually kind of funny.
Promises made, promises kept.
He took credit for it.
This was something I said needed to get done, and this is the kind of change you can believe in. But I'd like to see it actually go to 8. I'll be honest with you.
So he handled it very, very well, I think.
Mike O'Mara Show, hello.
Hi, this is Barbara Bush. We have known the Romneys for years.
Oh,
and
that's
believe
good, darling.
Mitt is the best man to lead the country for the
I'm sorry, I took the reins on that one.
Romney was on it last time.
Romney was also on, and they asked
Are you
him.
going to give him equal time?
Of course.
Okay, very
because
good.
the questions were equally bad.
Okay.
He said if...
From Hack Berman.
Yeah, Hack Berman. He said, if you had to change something in sports, Governor Romney, what would you change?
It has to be the specter of drugs and performance-enhancing drugs of all kinds. That's going to have to change in this country. We're going to have to change the culture that says to people using performance-enhancing drugs is acceptable. It is simply not.
That's a good answer.
That was good.
That's a very good answer.
He was very well prepared.
I mean, no, if you said, what are you going to change in sports? I wouldn't have thought of that. That's good. I like that.
And also they asked him about his favorite teams, and Mike, you have so much in common with the governor.
Okay.
He also loves the Red Sox.
Well, it is the New England Patriots. I've lived in Massachusetts now 40 years, and I take personal full responsibility for their 2 Super Bowl wins, as well as the Red Sox winning the World Series. Hey, look, as a governor, you get blamed for everything that goes wrong. You might as well get the credit for what goes right.
So he got them their championship, so you really should send him like a muffin basket or
Ah,
something.
that's terrific. You know,
that is terrific.
That's great. Thanks, Rob. Thanks for sharing that.
Moving on.
That is terrific. Isn't it terrific?
Derek Jeter and A-Rod. You got A-Rod, you got Derek Jeter. They both support different candidates. Who can tell me who A-Rod supports?
A-Rod is a Romney guy.
I guess he's supporting A-Ron.
And Jeter?
He's a Obama guy.
That's right. You got it. You nailed it. Absolutely. I guess that was
know your baseball players.
Kind of would have had more confusion. It would have been better.
No, because A-Rod's an asshole.
Exactly.
Oh, excuse me.
That's the criteria I use.
That's coming from my on the fence, undecided voter over here. Yeah,
but remember what Oscar says, Mike. You don't have to decide if you don't vote. Joe Biden. I love him. And yesterday he actually pulled a Letterman, but he did it by accident. Listen to how he refers to Mitt Romney.
I'm not being facetious. This is not your father's Republican Party. This is not John Warner's Republican Party. This is not Mitch Romney's father's Republican Party.
Mitch Romney.
It has two.
It's Mitch Romney.
That's right. He had a moment when he voted today where he came out of the polling place, and there's a little girl that was there, like, you got your son to vote with you.
He did not get up.
Oh, he didn't get up?
No, I wanted him to.
So there's this little girl standing, and he walks up to her, and he puts his hand under her chin like this. It was the most cool move, and I would have said, that must have been such a cool thing for the parent, unless she was a Romney supporter.
Exactly. But even then, probably.
Like, oh, man, wash your face.
I love the fact, I do love when they have the live cameras, when they watch the candidates vote, and can you imagine the lady that was standing with him that's just in line with Joe Biden, if at one point she just said, God, do you ever shut up?
What if she was...
Does it look like he was yammering?
She was a Lowell Meltzer prop, like somebody that was out there. Said, look, and when you come out, you're going to do this.
You're going to have a beautiful little girl that's
white
going to be there.
As soon as Joe Biden stepped out of the voting booth, siding was thrown at him. Now, we've all done a lot of radio.
Hey, happy birthday to Lowell.
Yeah.
Yes, happy birthday.
Oh, is it Lowell's birthday?
Yeah, it is.
Michael O'Mara birthday song, 1, 2, 3.
Lowell. We've all done man on the street interviews.
That was our best one yet.
Perhaps one of the toughest gigs would be man on the street outside of a polling place.
Yep.
So I go to the Buckeye News Source, Mike, 610 WTVN. They posted this on their website. Someone put it on my Facebook.
Battleground State.
I love this because this is a guy that does not want to be interviewed. I think you'll enjoy this.
Do you mind if I just ask you about your voting experience? Shut up?
Yeah, shut up.
I was just going to talk to you about your voting experience.
I'm not talking to you, and you're not talking to me.
Why don't you want to talk to me?
Get out of here now.
I'm on a public sidewalk.
Bothering you, you're not bothering me.
I wasn't. I was just going to ask how your experience was.
Call the cops.
Why?
You got the crazy
Shut up.
I don't understand what I did to you.
You came over and talked to me. That's annoying.
I'm sorry I
annoying.
annoyed you.
You're irritating.
What did I do? You don't even know me. I just came up to ask you how your voting experience was.
Call the police.
Why would I call the police?
Leave.
I'm on a public sidewalk.
Now.
I don't have to go anywhere. I'm just talking to people who are voting.
You.
Oh, that's not very nice. You're mean. You hurt my feelings.
That's democracy in action right there.
I like the way that guy handled it. He had to be a 20-something the way he handled that.
America's sure gotten grumpy.
Hello.
Hello, darling.
Okay, stop.
What?
Nice hanging up.
God damn it, Rob.
Jump the shark.
Have you ever?
And the shark was dead.
Have you ever ordered pizza and by the time it gets to your house, you just don't have enough money to tip?
Probably in my college days, yeah.
Okay, let's go to Des Moines, Iowa.
That's why the credit card is a big deal. I mean, when we don't have enough money to tip, we always say, Carla!
Yeah.
Credit card!
Chloe Tepley did not have enough money to tip. And the Pizza Hut delivery guy was very displeased. But what he didn't realize...
I've seen this video.
When he came back to urinate on her door...
Oh, no.
That there's a surveillance camera. So this is Chloe describing what happened. So this is what happens when you don't tip at Pizza Hut.
He sets down his pizza bag and he walks back up, and you can see him there just doing his duty.
Well,
I
not
can't
duty.
believe it.
No.
I was appalled. And then as he turns around to exit again, you'll see his pants are undone, and he's just tucking his shirt back in, zipping up.
So she came out to discover the yellow liquid, Mike.
He didn't go big potty, though.
No, he did not go. He went small potty.
That would have been, I mean, if you
Condo
really got sick.
or home?
It was an apartment.
Oh, that's
And
tough.
what happened
Indoors.
is he was fired, and I will give him credit. He came and cleaned up his duty.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, he did, even after
but
he was fired.
Yeah, but it's urine. By that time, it's like evaporating.
Yeah, well, his
and all that.
urine tasted like it came from Pizza Hut.
Hey, come on now.
I love pizza.
You know what?
They're not a client, but hey.
Hey!
Breadsticks are amazing.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm sure they're amazing.
They're not soggy.
All right. Oh, God, soggy breadsticks. Jimmy Kimmel, I liked his take on voting.
Is
Right?
everyone here planning to vote? Canadians excluded?
Sounds enthusiastic.
Yeah. It's important. And remember, voting isn't just a right, it's also a couple hours off from work tomorrow. So. By the way, here's a voting tip. Here's something I learned the hard way. If they give you a cookie instead of a sticker tomorrow, and you didn't vote, you gave blood.
And that is your magic audio vote. Everybody go out and vote, okay?
Absolutely. We will take a break, come back with buzz and news on the Mike O'Mara Show, everybody. Welcome back to MikeO'MaraShow.com. Without further ado, it's a big day in the news. About as big as it gets, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this man on right now. Here's Buzz Burbank.
Thank you, Mike. We're brought to you today by Encore Insurance Services, LLC. They are the official sponsor of our live stage show November 10th at Circus in Reno. Why, that's this Saturday. Oscar tried Encore and loved it.
It's very cool. Log on today. They'll give you a personal concierge, and they'll take care of everything.
And there are no lines.
Brilliant.
And you don't have to commit to anything. They'll give you some prices, and you can choose if you want to do it.
Doesn't hurt to ask.
Yeah.
For your free life insurance quote, visit smartterm.com or call 866-347-5748. They'll do all the work. Encore will compare rates and help you save. Licensing and disclaimer info at smartterm.com. As always, proud and grateful we are to be sponsored by
Encore
Insurance Services.
I don't know if I like him anymore.
I don't either.
I like Encore.
Hey, what's your lead story, Buzz?
I was undecided about the lead story as much as I am about undeciding about voting. I mean, half the country's voting for one guy and the other half's voting for the other. I just can't pick a side.
Oh, see, I thought your lead story was going to be that I will have a major announcement about this show.
Let me write that in.
a week from today.
Is it huge?
Yes, when we come back from Reno.
Tuesday.
A huge announcement.
Tuesday of next week, 1 week from today, a big announcement.
Big ass announcement.
But this right here, this is the announcement about the announcement.
Sure, you're setting the table.
I said earlier, I said we'll have an announcement about the announcement.
That's right.
And the announcement will be Tuesday.
I just hope when we're flying out to Reno there are no lines, because otherwise Oscar might not make it.
Won't change the way I feel about my announcement on Tuesday.
It's huge.
It's huge.
How is it, Mr. Trump?
Huge. It's great. It's big, Rob.
Our top story, Mike O'Mara will have a major announcement on this show 1 week from today.
There we go.
Very good.
Otherwise, well, now it's up to the lawyers. I kid, kind of. There are a myriad of scenarios in which this election could go into tomorrow, into next week, into next month, or into next year. And in this close election, if the candidates were to emerge with an equal number of electoral votes, 269 to be exact, as you heard earlier, Mitt Romney would likely become president, and Joe Biden would be his vice president. Nothing sums up this election cycle like the first results this morning from Dixville Notch, New Hampshire, where the final count
Whatville Notch?
is 5-5.
Dixville.
Dixville Notch.
Dixville Notch.
Dixville. It's where that guy that was wearing the button lives.
Oh.
Now, this
Dixville, Daddy.
Hey, Dixville, man.
This is the first tie.
Hey, brah.
This is the first tie in the history of the first voting district to have results each time we have an election.
Yeah, this is it's almost, I hate Dixville.
I do too. You know what? It's like,
I hate this BS story. There's early voting everywhere. I hate this whole deal with
it's
that.
Like Disney. It's like a Disney voting
bunch
booth.
of dicks up in New Hampshire.
You wouldn't hate it if Obama won.
No, he won in 2008. He won in 2008.
Right.
I still hate it. The whole Dixville Notch thing. It's just like I want it to be streamlined. I want it to be more efficient. I want it to be online, like you had suggested.
Yeah.
You know, I really just wish it was easier.
They have their results in Dixville. They're done.
Right.
And I think the story is significant because it sums up the cycle, this election cycle, by ending in a tie, which is nationally how close this race really is. And as you mentioned, 4 years ago, Obama won. He won easily 4 years ago, 15-6. This time a 5-5 tie. That also says that a lower turnout.
Yeah, I was going to say, did people die?
The president in the Dixville Notch election. Out of 169 countries where voting is allowed, the U.S. ranks 120th in turnout.
Awesome.
Political scientists say that's because we vote too often, a couple times a year in some spots, so we don't feel so badly about missing one or two.
You know, it stuns me. It truly stuns me. That statistic, for the simple reason that we have talked about something that has occupied the national consciousness for 2 solid years, and the fact that we rank that low on it, that people blow it off, is stunning to me. It truly is. Now, in fairness to Oscar, Oscar has one really tough reason to argue with, and really the fact is, the polling data in where he lives, he knows that
the D.C. election is over.
But as far as I said to you yesterday, as far as your other initiatives there, stuff that really does impact you. That's the reason you go in there and do
you
that.
were absolutely right. And I looked at the ballot because someone was kind enough to put it on Facebook for me, and I said, "Well, nothing important here."
Oh God, you did. All right.
There's a
Feel
town,
good about yourself,
town in New Hampshire where you get along very well.
Right.
Also, unlike a lot of these guys, so we vote. Poli-sci guys are saying we vote too often compared to other countries.
Okay.
And they're also saying that unlike a lot of these other countries, we here in the U.S. don't punish people for not voting. In democracies, including Argentina and Australia, you can be fined for not voting.
You gotta vote.
Now, nationally,
You're gonna get fined.
Crikey!
Yeah, you're gonna get fined.
Come on now, mate.
Now, nationally, it is a virtual tie, and the Romney camp saying it believes it can win a clear victory, but President Obama leads by 1.6% when you average the national polls, and he leads in 19 of the battleground states, while Romney leads in only 3 of the battleground states. Mitt Romney is still out there campaigning today, while President Obama thanks his supporters, does some interviews, plays a traditional pickup game of basketball.
I do hate
the basketball game.
That's the one. No, I don't hate the basketball game. I hate the fact that he campaigned in different cities in the last election, and he's not doing it today.
Right.
I hate that. I hate the fact that one guy's going out on the road and the other guy isn't. I don't get that. I don't like that. It sucks. I know they're talking about doing their satellite interviews and all that crap. It's still, I think you get boots on the ground in Ohio. You get boots on the ground in Virginia. You should have done that today.
Whether Clinton will be out there for him today, whether Biden will be out there for him today, I don't know. I just was speaking for the president. I thought the basketball game might irritate you.
No,
because
that's his tradition.
I thought maybe you would think that was sort of lackadaisical when really he should be campaigning.
No, the campaign's
but it is
over,
a tradition for him.
But do it at night, when you come back, and just have your little 6 o'clock basketball game.
And a shark sandwich and penny.
Romney's stumping in Longshot, Pennsylvania, and Crucial, Ohio today.
It's my file on you.
How did you get it?
You're absolutely right, because when you're out there and you see the candidate in front of you, it's kind of like seeing Hollywood star.
Yeah, somebody said,
like, hey.
So much punditry going on out there. Somebody said today, I heard that rallies don't represent voters. That these people that show up at the rallies are like, hey, it's in our neighborhood. This is going to be a fun thing to do. Isn't that amazing?
You know who
that's true?
You know who would go to a rally?
Who?
RJ would go to a rally.
And not vote.
Do you think he's voting? He's 600 miles from his house.
He's
not voting.
Why don't we call him?
Absentee. Yeah.
Oh, that's
right.
He's not. Let's find out.
Guy,
Let's find out. It's hard to believe since we've heard from the candidates ad nauseum, but Americans are pretty satisfied with the way this campaign season went. A new Gallup poll has 58% of us saying we're satisfied with the way the president conducted his campaign. 54% say we're satisfied with the way Governor Romney conducted his. Independents are 57% satisfied with Obama, 53% with Romney. About 90% of partisans, in other words, 90% of Democrats are happy with their guy, 90% of Republicans happy with their guy.
They're all lying.
For what they did and didn't do.
Nobody's been happy with this campaign.
No,
this campaign has sucked.
I think that it has to do with style, maybe. I don't think it has to do with length.
Captain Steve and Tommy this morning on their show, I did say that I was energized after the 47% thing came out.
Yeah.
That got me energized, and then...
You had the life sucked out of you at the
I
first
had the life sucked out of me like so many people, and then I was energized in the last two debates.
And when you said that, what did the puppet say back?
The puppet... it's funny, Mark, because the puppets really didn't say as much as what they did.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've seen
They
that.
were having... They had carnal knowledge of each other in a male-on-male.
Yeah, I've seen that happen before.
That's a great show.
Some stations, maybe I could do a liner for this. Some stations have punditry. KCJJ has puppetry.
Puppetry.
There's a difference there.
And incidentally, everybody knows puppets work on the radio.
It seems to work for them. As for Congress...
Look at Sean Hannity.
Right.
Hey,
Rob
very good. Very astute.
Rob Stewart with a political joke.
As for Congress, the Democrats have apparently failed in their bid to retake the House as they had hoped. At least this is based on the polls. And although Democrats are not likely to lose control of the Senate, they have come very close. The Senate is technically considered up for grabs. We're voting on a lot of other things on Election Day. As Oscar mentioned earlier, in neighboring Maryland, they're voting on casino gambling and gay marriage. 3 other states are voting on gay marriage: Maine, Washington, Minnesota. Massachusetts voting on physician-assisted suicide.
Is Dick Queasy come out in favor of gay marriage?
Well, no, by golly, but he's going to feel real bad now that Olympia's getting out of there.
Yeah.
Because she was a goddamn great senator.
She was good.
She was. And she never, enforced those regulations on my my seafood.
Did she ever come out to the restaurant?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, she enjoys it. You know why?
Why?
Because it's cheap and it's discarded.
California will vote to keep or kill the death penalty. In Los Angeles, they're voting on whether to require condoms and dental dams in porn that's produced there.
Ew.
A yes vote could drive production elsewhere.
Oh, how gross is that?
And in Colorado...
That is so nasty. Dental dams?
Dental dams.
So
yes.
like so the Gribblies can't get like in the mouth?
Right. Prevent disease.
Oh, that is so nasty.
And a lot of guys pay to see the Gribblies.
Oh,
in Colorado, Washington, and Oregon... In Colorado, Washington, and Oregon, they're voting on legalizing not just medical, but recreational marijuana.
Who had an hour 6?
The Oregon measure is expected to fail, however, but look for a fair chance of passage, probably, definitely in Colorado, and very possibly in the state of Washington.
And look for somebody to be buying a vacation home out there soon.
Yeah. Hi, can you meet me at the airport?
I love this state.
Before we go, we mustn't forget the people of the Northeast who are still digging their way out of Hurricane Sandy. A FEMA employee tells me this morning that rumors up there are rampant, and that those rumors can be clarified at FEMA.gov/hurricane-sandy-rumor-control. That's FEMA.gov/hurricane-sandy-rumor-control. The lights have come back on.
Rumors about what?
All kinds of things. I mean, just wild rumors about free stuff here, or things are being denied, or services are not available or are available. This is the website to go to clear that up if you're able to do that.
Were they collecting donations for victims at your polling place today?
I didn't see any.
There was one of the walls
That's
of the
good.
gym was almost covered, and they had food and clothes and baby stuff. It was great.
I know the Boy Scouts came by and dropped a bag off on an empty bag that I got to
Yes.
fill up for.
Mhm.
In fact, it's supposed to be, I think, this coming weekend.
Okay.
Oh, they need warm clothes. They need D batteries.
Canned
And the list
goods.
goes on. Yeah.
Give them all your cherry pie filling and olives.
The lights.
I bet you've done that, haven't you? Only you would know the crap to give people. in
Oh,
cans.
I'd eat a can of cherry
Your
pie filling.
cherry pie filling.
I'm
and
talking about what
olives.
I've seen. Now, I did donate olives this time.
Oh my God!
But also real stuff as well.
Olives?
They're going to need martinis.
Oh, for Christ's
No, they're
sake!
black olives, and it's always color with me.
Yeah, you know what? That's spoken like a man who's done that before. Carrie, we're not going to use this pie filling, are we? So give it to the food bank.
Mike,
and then
I've
you see the poor child on Christmas morning going, "Hello, Father. What are we going to have?" "Well, we don't have any bread, and we don't have any meat, but here's a spoon, and enjoy this cherry pie filling."
Try to muscle the cherry pie filling out of my hands. That stays in my house.
Carrie should do what my wife does with old food. Serve it for dinner.
Yeah.
The lights.
Carrie should do a lot of things.
The lights have come back on in much of New York. Have you ever had
Well,
stale
terrific.
stuffing before?
No.
The lights
New
have
York's
come to my
lights
house.
came back on.
Hey, that's great for the people of Buffalo, isn't it, Jim?
I love Buffalo.
A lot of New York and New Jersey have lights again, but tens of thousands still cold and hungry and in need of relief. This could go on for weeks. This
Don't
homelessness.
forget to vote.
What, maybe 60,000
Hey,
people?
did you vote, Jimmy?
Not yet.
Absentee ballot for Buffalo?
I
or-
did vote, actually, for the best wings in Northern Virginia.
Getting gasoline. Getting gasoline is still...
I'm listening, Buzz.
I got to wait for this to subside.
I'm with you.
Why not?
Rob likes the Jimmy impression.
Maybe this will get his
I'm
attention.
a toddler if somebody likes what I do.
Oh, I
just
love
can't
it.
stop doing it.
Jimmy, will you wear the hat that's shaped like a wing?
Absolutely.
If you win.
And I'll wear my red, white, and blue sequin jacket. Jimmy.
Please help if you can. Acquiring gasoline, getting fuel, acquiring gas is still difficult. And a check of Craigslist.
Rob's really broken up about it.
I can see that.
I know, it's terrible.
I'm in tears.
I know.
A check of Craigslist regarding this gasoline shortage. Craigslist shows cases in which people are offering sex in exchange for fuel. Literally ask for gas.
Messed up.
I'll top you off for a BJ.
I'm telling you, I've seen the ads. I see all the
Don't
ads.
have an aneurysm, Rob. It's election day.
You making a road trip?
Keep laughing, buddy.
Everything I could.
Finally, thank you, Florida, for a story that says a lot about this election season. A woman in Sarasota reported that her campaign yard signs kept disappearing. She finally got a Ronald Reagan picture postcard in the mail from the apparent perpetrator. A man who lives around the corner confessed to taking the signs for the woman's own good.
Oh, God.
Thieves, according to his postcard, drive through the neighborhood scoping out possible home invasion targets. And according to this helpful citizen, the bad guys see the Democratic yard signs and, quote, automatically assume the subdivision is filled with retards and half-wits. They know that if a person votes Democrat, they don't have the sense to come in out of the rain, not to mention locking their doors.
Wow.
They know Democrats are anti-gun, so they know homeowners are not armed and unable to protect themselves.
Wow.
Make that thank you, America. I'm Buzz Burbank on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Thank you, Buzz. Our show today was brought to you by TLC Laser Eye Center.
Oh, Jimmy, it's great, isn't it?
There's nothing quite like ditching your glasses or contacts, and TLC can get you there. The TLC staff is friendly, the surgeon's experienced, TLC's equipment, state of the art. To schedule a free consultation and to see what you've been missing, call 877-TLC-2020. That's 877-TLC-2020. And be sure to tell them you heard about TLC on the Mike O'Mara Show. Go to their website, too, tlcvision.com.
Do it.
TLC Laser Eye Center. Don't forget, it's Division 012 tonight, 8 o'clock. Buzz Burbank, Bob Seska, Katie, what is Katie's last
Katie
name?
Forbes
Powers
von Herman.
Vanderbeek. What is it?
Von Herman!
Katie Forbes von Herman.
Is that really what she goes by now?
She hasn't officially settled yet, but that's what she's going by now.
I think I called her Katie Powers.
Yeah, no, see, that's an X. So
On the,
that name is out of the picture.
Oh,
Yeah, but
okay.
they're all friends.
Katie Forbes
that wild?
Vander Sloop.
Katie Forbes von Herman.
Von Vanden Neuenhausen.
Katie Forbes von Herman. Bob Seska.
Right.
Rob Spiewak. Mark Ronick's going to be there. I'm going to be guesting on the show.
Andrew Langer will be
Andrew
there.
Langer from the Institute for Liberty will be there.
Right.
And it's a big election night. Coverage starts at 8 o'clock. And good luck. And we'll see you at 8 o'clock tonight.
You'll see you then.
And you have a great day. And don't forget to vote.
Yeah.
There's still time for you to change your mind.
It's too far away.
What if you were to drive by and see that there was nobody in line?
Well, I won't be going home till late tonight, so I'm out.
Okay, party boy. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye, Oscar.
Thank you.